In this video, I'm going to share with you my experience withdrawing funds from the Pocket Option platform. I'll show you how long it took, how I withdrew the money, what the commission was, and what difficulties I faced during the process. I'll also show you how I grew my deposit, how much I earned, and how much money I ended up withdrawing. And if you want to achieve the same results, you need to watch this video until the end, because I'll be sharing all the details on how to repeat my success and earn the same amount. Let's get started. You'll learn everything in more detail in the video, so watch closely and pay attention to every detail, because everything in this video is truly important. Let's get to the video. First, I want to open a trade right away. Let's do just that. Let's choose a currency pair, US dollar and Japanese yen, together with booster bot. Trade duration, 1 minute, and we get a buy signal. I'm opening my trade immediately, and let's agree on this. If you're only interested in the results and the withdrawal of funds, then you should skip to the end of the video, or at least closer to the middle. That's where you'll see the final results of how I grew my deposit using the trading robot. And after that, I'll share how I withdrew the funds, how long it took, where I withdrew the money to, and what the commission was. In short, all the details about withdrawing funds from the Pocket Option platform can be found in the middle or closer to the end of the video, so you can skip straight there if you're interested in seeing how I grow my balance, which I'll eventually withdraw. But if you want to learn all the tricks and little secrets of working with the bot, then stay here and watch closely. If not, if you just want the final result right away, then skip closer to the end. But for now, we're watching the trade I opened on the US dollar/Japanese yen for 50% of my deposit, and you can see that there was a really good move that brought me a whole $300. Accordingly, I can open the next trade again for 50%, and that's already $514, so I won't even be risking that much. Originally, I had $700. That's my starting point. For the next currency pair, I'm choosing the US dollar/Canadian dollar. I go to Booster Bot, select the same currency pair, and set the trade time to 1 minute. I get a buy signal and open a trade for an increase. So, how do you work with the bot? What do I recommend focusing on first? I recommend paying attention to the payout. The higher the payout, the faster you'll grow your balance. Actually, the payout isn't just some number. It's a direct indicator of how hard it is to analyze the market right now. The lower the payout, the easier it is to analyze. So, if you're trading manually, if you're analyzing the chart yourself, it's better to choose a payout that's fairly low, like 30, 40, or 50% at most. This is so you can do an easy and simple analysis. If you're working with the bot, then it doesn't matter whether the analysis is hard or easy. The bot reads all of it perfectly, whether it's a tough analysis or an easy one. That's why with the bot, we can easily choose 80%, 85, or even 90. It will all work out great. Just think about it. With a 30% payout, you need to open 3 trades to earn amount X, but you can earn that same amount X in just 1 trade with a 90% payout. So, we're really speeding up our process. Awesome! I'm getting $416 credited to my balance. I'll open the next trade, let's say, at 60%. That's $860. The most interesting part is, I'm not risking anything anymore. If I go into the red now, I'll still have about the same $700 left, maybe even a bit less, 600 something. But the point is, I'm really not risking much, even though I can already open a trade for $800. Next currency pair, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I'm choosing this currency pair. The trade time is also 1 minute. Yeah, the payout here is 76%, but still, I can easily work even with that payout. I'm opening my trade to buy for a whole $860. And let me share with you one of the main life hacks when working with Booster Bot. If you see that the volatility on the currency pair is very high, what does that mean? Basically, that's our volume. So if you see that the volume is really high, like really high, then we can work with that. For example, like here, we can work with 1 minute trades and, say, on candles that show 5 seconds each, meaning 5-second candles. And roughly, it will look like this. Then we can really work with high volatility and open the best entry points. But if the volatility is low, like right now, not very high, then we can still do 1 minute trades. But we should use 15-second candles instead. So here, we won't catch the best entry point when volatility is low. If the price is barely moving at all, meaning you see that the volumes are really low, have dropped a lot, then we trade with the bot for 3 minutes or even 5 minutes. So that's something you should remember as well. It's a little life hack. I'm taking another $660, so now I have $2,100 in my balance. That means I've tripled my balance. And let's open the next trade for 70%. That's $1,400. So right now, I'm not risking anything. If I lose this trade, then I'll have $700 left in my balance. If not, then I'll be way in the profit. That's why I'll open the next trade for $1,400. Unfortunately, I can't use 5-second candles anymore because the volatility is gone. If you don't know what volatility is, then write to our support account managers. They'll be happy to help you and answer all your questions. And if you want to get our incredible robot, then go to the description right now, activate it, and find out the full terms of use. Perhaps you'll become one of the many users, since our bot currently has about 20,000 active and engaged users. So you can become one of them and also receive signals and grow your deposit. Basically, tripling your deposit in just a few trades. I think that's a pretty good result. For the next currency pair, let's choose the British pound and the dollar. Let's get a signal for this currency pair. And I get a sell signal. As you can see, I'm opening my trade for $1,400 and I'm not risking anything. As we can see, BoosterBot shows us the whole direction and we enter the same trade. As you can see, it's already a great trade, 15 pips. Well, 13 pips, and it brings me almost $1,200. So that's $3,200 on my balance. Accordingly, I can open my next trade for, roughly speaking, 80%, $2, 600, and even then, I'll still be in profit. So even if I lose this amount right now, I'll still have about $600 or $500 left on my balance. But I'm taking a big risk in order to grow my deposit very quickly. I don't recommend you do this. Let me remind you again, if you want to achieve the same results but with less risk, in a safer way, then follow the link in the description, activate the booster bot, follow all the instructions, and get it for yourself. You'll really be able to get the same results, making 10 trades in a row easily, even if you're a complete beginner with no experience. The next currency pair I'm choosing is the British pound/Canadian dollar. I go to BoosterBot and select this currency pair. The trade time is 1 minute. Now I just wait for the signal. I get a signal to sell. We can see that there's really a strong downward movement here. That's why we opened a trade following the trend. So now, we just wait for our results. The next trades I'll open in fast forward mode for $2,500, so as not to drag out this video. And after that, we'll move on to withdrawing the funds. As we can see, it's a pretty good trade so far, also closing in the green by about 15 points and bringing me $2,000 in pure profit. Awesome! Alright, for the next trades, I'll do 50%, $2,500 each, in fast forward mode, and after that, we'll move on to the withdrawal. Let's go! Well, as you can see, the final trade brings me a profit of $2,100. So, by the way, starting from $700, I've increased my deposit by more than 12 times. So now I have $9,000 in my balance. So, now I want to withdraw all of this, and let's see how to do it. But before that, I want to remind you that you can activate this robot right now using the link in the description or the pinned comment and try to repeat my result. But I wouldn't recommend taking such risks. Open trades for a maximum of 10%. Because this is very risky. Yes, BoosterBot has really good stats. All my trades in this video were profitable. But still, I don't recommend taking such risks if you don't have experience. Or at the very least, consult with our managers to find out your optimal risk management strategy. To withdraw funds, I need to click on Finances and then select Withdraw. Next, I need to enter the amount. Right now, I want to withdraw $8,000 so that I have $1,400 left in my balance. That will be my working deposit. Then I enter my wallet address. And now I need to click Continue. This can be any USDT wallet you have. It could be another exchange, or it could be crypto.com. Basically, it can be any wallet, cold or hot, that supports USDT. Now I just wait for my withdrawal. And right now, you can actually see a screenshot showing how long it took for Pocket Option to confirm my withdrawal. As you can see, I had no problems with the withdrawal. The fee was minimal, just my wallet's fee and the USDT transaction fee. So, the commission ended up being about $5 out of 8,000 bucks. So if you want to withdraw the same way and trade the same way, I'll leave a link to this robot in the description. If you have any questions, just write to our managers. They'll help you out and answer all your questions, so you can safely work with BoosterBot on the Pocket Option platform. As you can see, you can confidently make money on this platform. All the links are waiting for you in the description and the pinned comment. That's it for now. I'm signing off. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you soon.